Let's talk iPhones. For years, these devices have been more than just gadgets. They've become a part of our daily lives, shaping how we connect, work, and play. Every September, the world tunes in for Apple's big reveal, with millions watching to see what's next. But the iPhone 16 in 2014, no iPhone 24, was different. It wasn't just another launch, it felt like a turning point. It wasn't just another spec bump or a new color, it was a statement. Apple wanted to show the world it could still surprise us. Even Android fans took notice, debating features and design choices in forums and group chats. The iPhone 16 wasn't about flashy features, it was about rethinking how we use our phones every day. It was about making technology feel more personal and intuitive. Apple focused on real-life experience, not just numbers on a sheet. They wanted the phone to feel effortless, almost invisible in your hand. Our phones are our keys, wallets, cameras, our connection to everything. The iPhone 16 leaned into that, making each task simpler and more secure. So when Apple made a fundamental change, it mattered. It wasn't just about what was new, but about what felt right. The iPhone 16 redefined what we expect from our devices. It set a new standard for what a phone could be. Instead of cramming in every new tech, Apple picked a few key areas and perfected them. It was about quality, not just quantity. The camera became more than a tool, it became a way to capture life, with photos that felt more real and vibrant than ever. The design wasn't just pretty, it was more useful. Every curve and button was rethought for comfort and ease. And the AI? Actually helpful, not just a buzzword. It learned your habits, made suggestions, and genuinely made life easier. Today, we're unpacking the story of the iPhone 16, what made it special, and why it still stands out a year later. Its impact is still being felt. This isn't just a review, it's the story of a device that proved innovation can be thoughtful, not just flashy. It's about how a phone can quietly change the way we live. So, grab your drink, get comfy, and let's dive in. Whether you're a tech fan or just curious, there's something here for everyone. This is the story of the iPhone 16, a device that's more than just another number. To truly understand the story behind the iPhone 16, let's rewind to 2023, a year that set the stage for something extraordinary. The iPhone 15 was a solid device, reliable and polished, but for many users, it felt like just another step in a long line of small improvements. People were craving something more, something bold, something that would make them fall in love with their phones all over again. Inside Apple's headquarters, the pressure was on. The company needed to reignite excitement and prove to the world that it could still lead the industry, not just follow trends set by others. Meanwhile, competitors were making headlines. Foldable phones and AI-powered Androids were capturing imaginations and making waves at tech conferences, raising the bar for what a smartphone could be. Apple's answer? To leapfrog the competition with a device that felt both familiar and revolutionary, a phone that would redefine what users expected from their most personal piece of technology. Rumors began to swirl, whispers of a new button, a completely redesigned camera system, and a major focus on on-device AI, what Apple would soon call Apple Intelligence, spread quickly through the tech world. Skepticism was high, as always, but this time the leaks felt different. They felt real, and anticipation started to build. Behind closed doors, Apple's design team was ready to shake up the look and feel of the iPhone for the first time since the iPhone 12, pushing boundaries and reimagining what was possible. The vision was clear, a phone built around the camera, designed especially for spatial video, and to seamlessly connect with the Vision Pro ecosystem, opening up new creative possibilities. A dedicated hardware key for instant capture was just the beginning, promising to make every moment easier to save and share. Under the hood, a brand new chip, designed specifically for AI, would make Siri smarter and more helpful than ever before, finally delivering on years of promise. It was a high-stakes gamble, a bold move in a fiercely competitive market, but Apple was ready to show its hand and bet big on innovation. The iPhone 16 was about to change the game, and the world was watching, eager to see what Apple would dream up next. The iPhone 16's design was a subtle but significant upgrade. Standard models got a vertical camera bump, instantly recognizable. The Pro models refined their triple lens look. But the real star, the new capture button. This wasn't just a shutter, it was a multifunctional capacitive control for the camera. Light touch to focus, full press to shoot, swipe to zoom. Suddenly, taking photos felt natural, like using a real camera. Under the hood, the A18 chips powered smarter, faster AI. Apple Intelligence ran on-device, making Siri genuinely helpful and keeping your data private. Displays got brighter, bezels slimmer, and the whole phone felt more immersive. Apple didn't just add features, they refined the experience. The iPhone 16 felt like a complete, thoughtful package. It was Apple at its best, subtle, smart, and user-focused. Compared to the iPhone 15, the 16 made older models feel instantly outdated. The capture button changed everything. Going back felt awkward, no more fumbling with the screen or volume rocker. It was all intentional and ergonomic. Performance was up, but the real leap was in AI. Siri could now summarize emails, find photos with vague descriptions, and help draft replies. Apple Intelligence made your phone feel like a true assistant. The camera's vertical alignment brought spatial video to everyone, not just pro users. Better sensors and smarter processing meant stunning photos, even in tough lighting. Thinner bezels, premium matte glass, and improved battery life rounded out the upgrade. The iPhone 16 wasn't just a new number, it was a leap forward. Even the iPhone 15 Pro felt like it was missing something. This was a true, full-number upgrade. The capture button deserves its own spotlight. It's one of those rare features that, once you use it, you wonder how you ever lived without it. It's not flashy, but it's quietly revolutionary. In a world obsessed with minimalism, Apple added a button, and it was brilliant. Instead of clutter, it brought clarity and purpose, showing that sometimes, less isn't always more. The capacitive surface let you focus, shoot, and zoom with one finger, just like a real camera. It's tactile, responsive, and makes every shot feel intentional, not accidental. No more awkward pinching or shaky hands. The days of fumbling with on-screen controls or missing the perfect moment are over. It encouraged landscape shooting, made selfies easier, and was a gift for content creators. Suddenly, capturing memories felt more natural. Whether you were snapping a quick photo or filming a vlog, you could control everything without touching the screen. Your view stayed clear, your grip stayed steady, and your creativity wasn't interrupted by clumsy gestures. The iPhone felt less like a phone with a camera, more like a camera that could call. It blurred the line between smartphone and professional tool. It was so intuitive, it felt like it should have always been there. The learning curve was almost non-existent. Just pick it up and shoot. Apple didn't just add a button, they integrated it deeply into hardware and software. Every press, every slide, was perfectly in sync with the camera's intelligence. It was a perfect example of Apple's philosophy, tech that feels invisible and natural. The capture button simply faded into your everyday experience, making technology feel more human. The capture button wasn't a gimmick, it was a game changer. It set a new standard for what a smartphone camera could be. It changed how we take photos and videos forever. From family gatherings to spontaneous adventures, it made every moment easier to capture and cherish. The sleeper hit of the iPhone 16, quietly powerful and impossible to ignore once you've tried it. The iPhone 16 sent shockwaves through the tech world, capturing everyone's attention from the very start. Its focus on practical, on-device AI forced competitors to completely rethink their approach to innovation. Suddenly, privacy and usefulness mattered more than flashy cloud tricks or marketing buzzwords. The capture button started a trend. Other brands rushed to add their own camera keys, eager to keep up. Minimalism took a backseat to real usability and tangible, helpful features. Spatial video on standard models fueled Apple's Vision Pro ecosystem, opening new creative possibilities. More people could create immersive content, making spatial computing truly mainstream and accessible. The iPhone 16 made intelligence as important as speed or camera specs for every user. Smart features like proactive Siri and powerful photo editing tools raised the bar. Phones were expected to anticipate needs, not just run apps or follow commands. The iPhone 16 didn't invent AI, but it made it absolutely essential for everyone. It redefined what a smartphone should be for the modern world. Looking back in late 2025, the iPhone 16's legacy is clear. It wasn't about one flashy feature, but a holistic, user-focused upgrade. Apple listened to what people actually wanted. The capture button became an instant classic, small change, huge impact. It brought back the joy of tactile photography. Apple Intelligence set a new standard for private, helpful AI. The 16 bridged the gap between classic smartphones and the era of spatial computing. It democratized content creation and made AI practical for everyone. The iPhone 16 proved Apple could still surprise us. Every feature solved a real problem or made life easier. It adapted to you, not the other way around. In a world of complexity, it made tech feel simple and human. The iPhone 16 wasn't just another number, it was a benchmark.